good day, good start to prep that. Day one. Day fucking one. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it's night time. It's absolutely not the morning time, because I wouldn't get up when it's still dark in the morning. That's far too early for me. So, it's day one of prep. Day one of prep 2020. Jesus Christ, that's tight. That is tight.
That is quite tight.
How am I getting through there? Am I through?
Yep, you're through. Just
back to business. So, day one of prep, and I am very much excited to bring you guys, obviously, Prep 22, because back in 2020 I was pretty much just kind of getting into the swing of obviously video and this, that, the next thing. And again, obviously you guys know it was on my iPhone, everything was kind of done across the iPhone, and I think this year I'm looking forward to it a little bit more, because obviously I've been able to build up a few more subscribers, and the support, obviously the support network has grew a lot as well, of course, throughout Instagram and YouTube, and we're obviously based in Durham now as well. I'm just gonna hit this guy. I genuinely don't know what's going on tonight. Fuck me. So, excited to bring you guys Prep 22. I am obviously going to document as much as possible on my YouTube and Instagram as well. Instagram I'm on more or less every single day, so there will be updates on there regardless of where and what's happening. Maybe not be the kind of similar updates. I'm trying to kind of keep what happens on Instagram away from YouTube, and what happens on YouTube away from Instagram, so obviously both of them are kind of expanding in that way, and I'm not just putting the same stuff on both platforms. But we are starting off prep by hitting a lovely big back session tonight. This is going to be my barbell rows back session, so obviously no deadlifts tonight, unfortunately, but deadlifts will be back on the weekend, and I'm more than definitely looking forward to them. So I will maybe try and bring that to YouTube, maybe not. Not going to ramble on too much. We are obviously in for a back tonight. First things first, what I am going to do is I'm going to separate the videos up between, obviously this is day one of prep and you guys will want to know what I'm eating to get shredded. Therefore, I'm going to separate the videos. So obviously this is going to be my session tonight, which is going to be back. And then I'm going to separate the videos of my prep diet and the foods that I eat to get shredded. So in fact, that's what's going to be the next video. So potentially Sunday or Monday, that video will go up of all the foods and the supplements, because my supplements have actually changed moving into prep, which is quite weird. I am still, of course, taking everything from HR Labs and everything from Unrivaled, but what I take in has changed. So of course I'll include that in the food video, but this is going to be training, of course. I do hope you guys enjoy this video. I mean, if you do enjoy it, then please do not forget to drop the video a like for me, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's get on with back.
good. Come on.
Everything's feeling really heavy tonight, but actually feeling really good. So, I mean, I can only take that as a good sign, because usually when things feel heavy, everything goes to fucking shit, but everything's feeling really good. So, third movement in, we're doing chest supported seated row. Again, another thing that you'll not see me doing is standing like 3 miles away from the machine doing a fucking single arm row. If anything, that's one thing that you'll never see on this channel, is trying to reinvent an exercise. Whatever we do, we keep it simple, we keep it basic, and that's literally what builds muscle. Not trying to reinvent every single exercise, try and make it different, try and connect with the muscle different. I mean, these machines are made to connect with the muscle in the best possible way, so stop trying to make it better, stop trying to make it perfect, stop trying to make it easier, just fucking get on with it. But third movement in, and then fourth we're going to go to a pull down, and then I'll just catch up with you guys when we get out. Can't even speak. That's day one of prep, and that's me already prep brain fucked. I'll just catch up with you guys when we get to a new exercise.
Good. Yes.
Oh, fuck. We'll go through. This is actually the first time that I've ever used this pull down machine. Hammerstring unilateral pull down machine. It's really nice. I have to go like a proper wide grip, which is actually unusual for me, because usually whenever I move towards pull down machines or anything like that, or even kind of lower row machines, I have to go a closer in grip, just because obviously I'm small in that. But we're going obviously out nice and wide tonight. I'm going to go 3 plates, and realistically that should be an okay working set for me. If I can get between maybe 10 and 15 reps, that should be decent, and then I'll do a back off, and then that'll be us for pull downs. We'll move on to the next exercise, but so far so good.
Come on now. Good.
Oh fuck, I'm gone. Sweaty as fuck. Should have put my straps on. I mean that my left hand always gets so much sweatier than my right hand. I don't know why, but I felt as if I just died so much quicker on my left side there because my hand was like just slipping off and I always find whenever I'm wrapping up or putting straps on, but doing an underhand grip takes too much effort, so I would rather just get straight in and fucking go for it. But that was 2 plates and a 15. I mean, it felt really good, but I probably could have executed it a little bit nicer on my left side, but simply because my grip went because my hands are sweaty as fuck, it slacked off near the end, but still a really good set. So, as you'll see, we're obviously using an EZ bar tonight for pull downs or pull overs, what you could say. Again, just covering it like I usually cover it in every single video. The reason that I'm doing this is because whenever I use a rope, I somehow feel a little bit unbalanced, or one side overcompensates for the other, and then I end up uneven with the rope, and it's just like the most uncomfortable feeling ever. So I try and personally stay away from ropes for most things, just purely down to the fact that I do feel that one side always takes over from the other. So if I can use an EZ bar or a straight bar or something that's just more fixed, then I'm a lot comfortable with it and I can connect a lot better with it. And realistically, that's the goal. Connection is everything in our game, so we need to make sure that if we're not connecting with something very well, we don't do it. But if something feels uncomfortable, we've got to do something to make it feel comfortable. And that's on anything, so that's why we're using an EZ bar tonight, and it feels pretty good. So guys, I think one of the most frequently asked questions that I have got with the approach to this prep has been how I'm going to change up my training, what I am going to change up about my training, how I'm going to approach my volume moving into a diet phase. And I think the biggest thing ever that I really want you guys to take from this, and especially the younger generation coming up, especially the teens, the juniors, and anybody just wanting to get into bodybuilding who may or may not happen to go down a diet phase, is please just do not overcomplicate your training moving into this phase. Don't stress over changing up X amount of volume. Don't try and calculate volume in this specific way, because you're only going to be burning this amount of calories, or your energy is going to be less going into training because you're in a diet phase and not in an off-season phase. These things do not need to be changed. They don't need to be calculated. Do not overcomplicate this side of things. Like, my training is not going to change one single bit. My split is not going to change. My volume and my approach, especially like mindset towards training, is not going to change. My exercises are not going to change. Like, my execution and my selection of exercises, they're not going to change. Literally nothing to do with the training side of things is going to change. If anything, my energy is going to drop. I'm not going to have a specific amount of energy that I would put into my sessions that I would have in my off season. What does that mean? That simply just means that I may get tired a little bit quicker. Some days may be worse off than others, because obviously I'm going to be feeling a little bit down. But that does not mean that I need to start calculating all this volume, because I'm not going to recover from this, that, the next thing. I'm eating enough food. My training, it has always been the same, whether I've been in a diet phase or an off-season phase, whether I've had a lot of energy or not a lot of energy. We're going to have good days. We are going to have bad days. But I think overcomplicating the amount of work you do and volume you do and sets you do and reps you do and exercises you do and taking out this, that, the next time because you're not recovering from it, realistically, that's not the case. Potentially the case is you are just being a little pussy and you've decided that this is hurting this day and you're going to take this out, or you've lost an hour of sleep the night before, so you've got to try and calculate this volume to make your sleep better the next night. You've just literally got to get on with it. I'm definitely going to be straight up. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be transparent with you guys throughout this whole prep, and of course throughout all my videos. But this is one of the questions that I get asked so much, and especially in the comment section down below. You guys always want to know how I'm approaching things volume wise and sets wise, and how much I'm doing versus how much I'm not doing, and what things are going to change throughout prep. And realistically, nothing is going to change, especially from a training wise. But we're finishing on triceps here, or should I say we're moving on to biceps. So that is going to pretty much be the last and final exercise of the session. This one right here, my favourite. But I do believe I do come back onto the camera, so on the next shot. But I just kind of wanted to cover that quickly in this voiceover, because it's a question that I get asked numerous times a day, if not like many more times. And I think it's a very important question, because I think there's a lot going about that allows people to get brainwashed and have to think about things more often rather than just training hard. But that's it. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Last and final exercise tonight, the one and only, my favourite, hammer strength preacher curl machine. So we have done biceps and triceps, and we're finishing on biceps. And of course, back is done for another night. First session of prep is pretty much complete. Back, biceps, triceps, done and dusted. I'm moving on to shoulders next, but that'll pretty much just be on the old Instagram. So again guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, then I'll probably shoot over there and hit that big fat follow button. Closing in on like 25k, so I mean, for a little boy like me, 25k is not too bad. So it is literally just at KippyWest_. I'll put that on the screen like right here.
What, over your face?
Yep, right over my face. And yeah, that is literally it guys. So we are finishing on preacher curl tonight, biceps to finish, and then it'll be time for some food. But of course, I'm not going to delve into that because I am keeping that for another video. So let's get on with it. Oh, fucking hell, man.